This episode will be based on acceptance and understanding. It's a challenging world we live in, and if you don't know this by now, I'm reading what I wrote down to help me talk without stopping to think about what to say next. It's a helpful strategy. It's hard to find people to accept and understand who you really are. I have autism, possibly ADHD, and a learning difficulty, maybe other difficulties I don't know I have. The gender I identify with is male, and my pronouns are he, him. Being gay in a world containing different communities, including the homophobic community, who obviously don't accept and treat us gays like trash, and we gays can't take the rubbish they give us. Our job to survive is to keep fighting back, love who we want to love, and show our pride in our fantastic lives, love ourselves, and be ourselves. In my life, I had experienced some homophobic people upsetting me, and straight men in my young days attempting to expose me as a gay lad so they can bully me because of my chosen sexual orientation. It's really hard for our LGBTQIA plus family spending some time in school with students seeing us like we are the disease, but we see us as a blessing, beauty, and paradise. There is nothing in this world that will bring us down in life. We all have each other, and we will never stop fighting until we get what we want, our rights, our requirements. We thought for a long while, we are waiting for that great future to be given to us by taking those. We are waiting for that great future to be given by those taking control of our countries. We will remind them we exist, we are powerful, caring, loving, and wonderful when they forget all of that. Also remind them that our rights must be put into action for the world to understand, accept, and love us for who we are. We are not sinners, we are lovers. As an autistic person with ADHD and a learning disability, it's hard for me to understand words and sentences I've never heard and learnt about from people, and have to ask for an easier meaning and explanation. I find time with people challenging, carrying the fear of judgment. Ever since one of my great friends was a lover made me feel like I shouldn't deserve a happy life, but a sad, suffering life. This person was that user and abuser I talked about in one of my episodes in this series. He clearly didn't understand me, how I work, what I want, etc. It's not only him who don't understand me completely, but others I meet and have in my life who I must tell about me to help them understand me better. I'm highly a quiet, shy, anxious, and upset person, always thinking I'll never get anywhere great in my life, and thought, and that thought makes me feel like I should be alone for the rest of my life. Whatever I'm doing, and attempt to accept the fact I'm always alone. Being alone and having my own company makes me happy, but being around the right people giving me company makes me. Being alone and having my own company makes me happy, but being around the right people giving me company makes me happier. But having those I get highly and crazily attached to, and those getting highly and crazily attached to me every time I or they or both see each other, overwhelming each other and getting overwhelmed, making too much plans for the future, receiving too many great opportunities unfortunately clashing with other great opportunities that create that weak side of me that makes me suffer in the inside first before it comes out to show, and makes me feel like I'm everybody's plaything. But in reality, they want to spend more time with me, but they must remember I'm one person, have a life, and hate to be seen like I'm their plaything is what I think when I get too overwhelmed by people in my life, convincing and offering great opportunities. Uh, yeah, or I think when I get too overwhelmed by people in my life, convincing and offering me great great options, also making too many future plans, fries my brain and makes me forget most of these future plans and have to ask to be reminded what's happening soon, feeling embarrassed, thinking I get told off for forgetting what was happening for our future time we'll have, and also makes me bad for forgetting what you planned for the future with me. I would love to figure myself out completely, learn myself, accept and understand myself before sharing my knowledge with others and help them understand and accept me 100%. I must say, having people I think use me as a plaything can possibly push me to the moment of thinking about suicide. And this is a dark topic. Stop watching now if this is upsetting, and I mean it. During my time living with family, I felt like I was their slave, being told to do this, told to do that, and it really led me to depression. There were times where we went on trips to enjoy the day, out, but all goes wrong because of my family's characteristics. Unfortunately, they don't get along well at home, and when they're out, and I've been the only one being more true, positive, and perfect. Because of my great character, they found a reason to treat me wrong, and because of my disabilities, they didn't understand, and that led to loss and protecting myself from a family of mine who made me feel unsure and didn't want them physically abusing me because of my sexuality. When I tell people my issues, such as how I feel when I think I'm being used like a plaything, suicide, and thoughts on the end of my life, the responses I get are not what I expected them to be. Saying you're being silly, you're being stupid, you're being an idiot, stop thinking about this and move on. How can I stop thinking about all that and move on when it keeps on happening? I cannot wait to find answers I need to help understand me more and tell people my advantages and disadvantages, all of them. It's hard having people not understanding and accepting who you are, thinking you're a nerd, stupid, an idiot, a nobody, dumb, etc. The good thing about me and you is that we accept ourselves, understand ourselves, and love ourselves. In my 23 years of living on this planet, I've learned things to make myself stronger, go through tough situations, choose decisions on the dot, and wait for people to stop talking for me to get the chance to speak. Be kind to myself, stay being me to, to avoid anxiety, depression, and the fear of judgment, and give myself a break from choosing to satisfy people who expect satisfaction from me, making me think I'm their plaything, which is where the issue comes in. And I think, and I must say, most issues, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm the issue. I'm the problem. I'm that disease, a curse, which is probably one reason why I want to kill myself. Like I said earlier, I'm figuring myself out and will receive answers soon after I ask for them. When that day comes to learn what I'm missing, I'll be the happiest person ever, and my life will become the best ever, and I'll be filled with sadness or joy, or both. Before I end this episode, I must say thank you to those listening to my life struggles, me, issues, and more. I appreciate what you pass through online. It's a risk to share personal stuff online, and highly likely I'll receive negative and threatening comments upsetting and ruining my daily routine and altering my mood daily and throughout the day until it fades away. The feelings, the moods, the pain, the suffering. It's likely I'll do another episode like this. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and dislike if you hated it because I sound like a girl or I'm speaking complete nonsense. I'm happy to answer any questions and reply to great comments from you all. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. I must mention, I'm ha- I'm having a hidden and showing emotional illness, not gone away yet, and finding it hard to cry. And this pain, this suffering, and this feeling instantly flooded in me the night I found the news on the Queen's death that became a trigger in my life. When I found out about Elizabeth's life, I went into shock. Uh, Thought about the day my mom died, but she's alive, still alive, unfortunately. And I have enough time to restart and grow bond, a great bond together again. But when I thought about that day coming up, I believe I saw myself at a funeral alone, not having my family by my side, supporting me, and leaving me to leaving me be to mourn. I didn't know the Queen that well, but felt like mourning. But at the same time, I don't want to because I don't know everything about her. I need to find a way to get this emotional illness away without letting out tears. I find a great way somehow soon. I find a great way sometime soon, somehow. By the way, the next episode will be based on the word no.